Hello humans, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm greeting you from my closet, the most magical room in the house. And yeah, I just want to dive right in to talk about a few new handbags that I've added to my collection. I am at this point a handbag collector. I do collect just because I like the history, the heritage, it's my accessory, I'm into it. So if you like these kinds of videos, then stay tuned to see a few new bags I've added to my collection. If you don't like these kind of videos, please click away, because I understand that they can be a little upsetting to people, and you know, I'm just trying to talk about bags. I usually try to restrain myself, I really do, and typically I have a very strict like one in, one out kind of policy. If I buy a new bag, I'm very like, one's gotta go. I'm into capsule wardrobe dressing, but I will say lately, after a long period of like not being inspired by any bags, I did see a few bags that just, we connected, we had a moment. So I'll start with Longchamp, two new Le Pliage. They're technically kind of the same Le Pliage. They're these straw versions of the classic Le Pliage bag. So the Le Pliage, which if you know anything about Longchamp and that silhouette, was invented, I believe, in the 90s and inspired by origami. Le Pliage, I'm pretty sure it actually means to fold. And so the original nylon Le Pliage bags, they kind of like fold within themselves and pack away. And it was like a really revolutionary design at the time. And the bag has still, I feel like, it's still poppin'. People still wear Le Pliages. They're really common to see out on the streets. And not to mention, they are at a really approachable price point, I think, from a more luxury high-end brand. Longchamp itself is a luxury brand. The Le Pliage is just like a little bit more approachable, given that the nylon styles are typically like $100 to $200, whatever. So I saw at some point that Longchamp had launched these like straw kind of styles, and unfortunately these don't have, at least from what I can tell, don't have some kind of like special name. Literally, it's like the small top handle Le Pliage on the Bloomingdale's website. So anyway, I think a couple things that make these a little bit different. You obviously still have the classic leather handle, leather trim, leather front button flap. But what makes this different is that it is in a straw kind of like woven exterior. I'll insert some B-roll for you here. And then on the inside, you actually have this like polyester canvas type. It's definitely a poly lining, but it feels very much like a canvas lining. And you also have one zip pocket on the inside, which again is very unique to this style, given that the original nylon Le Pliage bags, they don't have a lining. They're sort of this like plasticky, easy to wipe material. And there is a little pocket inside, but it is not a zip pocket. So these styles, I think, are just a little bit more elevated. They are a little bit more expensive. They're a little bit harder to find, but if you like that classic Le Pliage silhouette and shape and the history of that bag, it's kind of fun to see them in a different style. And it's not, you know, it's not the leather collection. It's just sort of like it's a different vibe. I loved it for summer. I actually managed to find this one first, and then I was so obsessed with it and wearing it everywhere that I decided I wanted to find the bigger version. So my recommendation for this, keep an eye on the description box of this video, because I'll keep it updated with links. I'll keep it super updated with links to the stores that sell this online, so that, you know, when they come back into stock, you guys can get a hold of it. The other option would be to call a Longchamp store near you and ask about it. I did have to do that on one occasion. So yeah, very into these bags. I've been wearing this one a lot, especially because it does have D-rings to attach a crossbody strap. I have plenty of bags that can steal a crossbody strap from. This one's just a fun little addition to the collection for the summer, and I think actually has some longevity to be used year round. Okay, another brand I am low-key, high-key obsessed with is actually Polene. I've done several blog posts and videos on this brand before. This is a French-based brand by, I believe, a sister and two brothers, maybe? I'm pretty sure, a sister and two brothers. So they are designed in France, made in Spain, and the bags are just chef's kiss. Like they are French design. They are classic, they are chic, they are capsule wardrobe ready. They are made with crazy good materials. Everything's just really well thought through. So I actually do already own one Polene bag that I bought with my husband on the trip to Paris that we took, where we actually ended up getting engaged. And so that was kind of like this beautiful memory, this beautiful moment. I carried that bag for a long time. I still have it. I will never get rid of it. And then I saw their latest release. So I don't speak French. I will butcher it. So just translated, this is Polene's number 11 bag. The architecture of this bag, I think, is what really struck me. I don't have a ton of small, fancier evening type bags, and so that was the intent for me when I purchased this bag, was really thinking about, okay, we have weddings coming up, we have dinner and date nights, like restaurants are opening back up. Like, I just want something that feels a little bit more elevated to take out rather than a very casual looking crossbody. And so when I saw this bag, I just thought, wow, what a really good mix of like function and form and higher fashion, because I don't think you're gonna find something that looks quite as uniquely like structural and architectural as this bag. So the number 11 is made with Polene's beautiful high quality leather. It does come, they actually have several versions of the strap, so you can get the strap in a leather strap, which I think does make it a little bit more casual. Again, I wanted more of an evening look, so I was looking for a good old gold chain. It's also not too yellow of a gold, so it's, I mean, it's not real gold, obviously, but it doesn't look super cheap, dare I say it. The way that you actually work the bag is it clips out like this, and then it opens like this and has a little magnetic closure. So it's just really interesting. It's just lined in a really beautiful kind of soft neutral fabric on the inside. It's got one tiny slip pocket on the inside, and then otherwise I think it opens up to have probably more space than your average evening bag would give you. So it's just kind of this beautiful marriage of something that could be really functional and really like chic at the same time. So to me, I plan to wear this on like dinner, date night, like break it out on that kind of stuff. But the truth is if you're somebody that likes a small bag, you could totally wear this just shopping or running errands. It's a gorgeous bag from a gorgeous brand. The last bag I have to show you is actually from Mansur Gavriel, and what can I say? Another one of those designers that I think is like known to be higher end. It's known to be higher quality. This is, you know, not everybody is gonna know this brand. If you know it, you know it. Like, they have a couple styles that are just like very locked in, very classic. And I feel like I'm gonna get a million comments about how this bag is such a knockoff. So this is the Mansur Gavriel Cloud Pouch. It looks like a Bottega Veneta. I mean, who is gonna have that argument? I'm not gonna win that argument if I try and deny it. It looks like a Bottega Veneta, but it doesn't have the price of a Bottega Veneta, and it is not an Amazon knockoff. And that's like the important thing I want to make sure to say here is like, I am not against a dupe. There's a very big difference between a dupe and a straight up copy, a knockoff, a counterfeit, a fake, a phooey, like, you know what I'm saying? So to me, when I see people purchasing these big Bottega Veneta style clutches on like Amazon and sites like that, not a fan. Not personally a fan of that, because to me, I would rather purchase from designers that I know, sure, they're taking a little inspiration from another designer, but at the same time, like, this is still made with high quality leather. It's made, I believe, in Italy. So this is not a cheap knockoff. This is still a, you know, albeit a smaller designer bag, but it is made by a designer with care, with love, with thought, with intention. And to me, that really matters. It makes a difference. So yeah, I like the idea, the style of the Bottega Veneta clutch. To me, I can't shop that. I mean, I could shop that price point, but I don't want to shop that price point. But I also don't want to be spending like Amazon $15 prices. It's just not, doesn't align with my ethics. So anyway, this is their cloud clutch, their cloud pouch. It's gorgeous. It's very a la Bottega Veneta in the sense that it has this like magnetic clasp closure, opens up, has tons of space inside. This is actually the smaller size. They make a larger size just like Bottega Veneta does. And I kind of wrestled back and forth with that. And again, the hole in my wardrobe really has been smaller evening bags. So to me, I felt like I would just get the smaller one, which does come with a crossbody strap that is removable. So if I want to take it out and about, you know, running errands, whatever, I have that option with a crossbody strap. But then I also have the option to remove those and kind of use it as like a little evening clutch, and it's small enough to look chic and high-end for evening without being not functional. I like to pack stuff. I just do. Like, I don't know. I'm somebody that like, I have a sensitive stomach. If I eat something weird at a dinner, at a wedding, like I might need to have a pack of Tums in here. Like there just has to be room to live, you know? There has to be. So anyway, I'm also a big fan of getting things pre-loved where possible. I did get this on Depop, so the average price of this bag, I only paid a fraction of that price, and it doesn't have a scratch on it. So highly recommend shopping on some of those very reputable pre-loved websites where possible. To me, Depop doesn't always verify things, but a Mansur Gavriel bag, like they're just not being knocked off in the same way that like a Louis Vuitton is. So it seemed kosher to me. But anyway, really excited about this bag. I thought it was so interesting. It's very different than anything I have in my collection. collection. I loved that I was supporting a designer that I really like. In fact, this is the second Mansur Gavriel bag I own and the second one that I have found pre-loved. I found the first one at a high-end consignment store in San Francisco. So I just kind of have fun like finding little Mansur Gavriel treasures in pre-loved corners. So that's gonna be it for this video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys.